Hi everyone, my name is Mallory. I'm sure you've already heard a lot about me from my first speech, but this speech will be a lot more personal. I've had a really great life. My mom and dad are still married. I have two brothers, one's older and one's younger. My parents have been able to give me everything I need in my life. They've been really supportive and done everything they need to do to help me succeed in my life. Something I've struggled in a lot is school. School wasn't as easy for me as my life was at home. High school was especially the worst, and I know everyone doesn't think high school is the best experience. I felt as if I struggled a lot academically and socially. I felt like I didn't have a lot of friends, and my grades were suffering a lot, and it was very discouraging. I felt like I wanted to just give up on high school overall. But my parents knew it was something that I needed in my life, and they wouldn't let me give up. So I kept trying really hard every day and going to school every day. And eventually, when I did graduate, I felt very accomplished and I was very proud of myself. And how I felt really inspired me to take all the things I learned by working hard in school and apply them to later parts of my life. So after high school, I decided to get my first job. And I always really liked sewing and arts and crafts, so I decided to apply at Joann Fabrics. I was really excited when I learned I got the job, and I thought it was just going to be a really fun job to work at. I was wrong though, and it ended up being just like any other job you can get, and I thought maybe even a little more. I know everyone can relate to not liking going to work every day, and working at Joann Fabrics is really crazy sometimes. The store is huge and it's constantly busy, and the customers are always dissatisfied. All their negativity was really discouraging for me, and I started to get really depressed about working. I didn't want to keep the negativity in my life, and I knew I had one of two options. I could either stop working or I could keep working, which I needed to do because I needed an income so I could be independent in my future. So I decided I would keep working and just change my attitude about it. And I thought back to what my parents told me to apply to high school, that my hard work will pay off in the end. And every day I went to work just thinking, all this hard work I'm going to do is going to get me money and get me a future. And I know I'm doing something positive by getting through all this. And after I started thinking like this for a while, I just felt a lot better and work was a lot less stressful to go to. It's really been inspiring for me to realize that working hard gets you somewhere. And something unique about myself is that I'm deciding to take all this hard work into my free time actually, and take my creativity and start working on other projects like making clothing and craft items, to make an online store and open a store online and sell some of the products that I would make to people. And I'm really excited for that. So, thank you very much for listening to my speech. I hope you all learned a lot about me, a little more personal, and I know you all know that hard work really does pay off. And thank you for listening.